Spanish Prime Minister Mariano Rajoy. His airplane has touched down in the airport, and he is attending China's Belt and Road Initiative, the special forum on this initiative called the Belt and Road Forum for International Cooperation. Chinese representatives have been welcoming him and his wife at the international airport. And let's talk to our reporter Liu Yang, who has been at the airport welcoming all the foreign dignitaries and leaders since the morning. Liu Yang, what is Mariano Rajoy's agenda for the forum?
Well, now it's less than 24 hours until the Belt and Road Forum is officially open, a highly anticipated gathering which is expected to be the largest diplomatic meeting hosted by the Chinese government. And this year, behind me, we see that Spanish Prime Minister Mariano Rajoy and his delegation are being greeted by a guard of honor. The Spanish ambassador to China, staff from the embassy here in Beijing, as well as some Chinese government officials. We know that Spain is keen on this Belt and Road Initiative for a number of reasons. If you have been to Spain in the last 30 years, can testify the striking transformation of the country's infrastructure with the building of a network of world-class motorways, airports, and a high-speed railway line. Some say the second largest in the world after China, but the country has undergone a long economic crisis. The unemployment rate in 2016 was still around 18%. So certainly to boost its local economy was part of the reasons, and to upgrade its submarine cables and telecommunication infrastructure, as well as to cooperate in green energy and finance. I would also remind you that Spain is a global leader in infrastructure construction and is involved in a number of high-level projects in Americas, Europe, and Middle East, and some of the flagship infrastructure you may know, including building of the high-speed railway between Mecca and Medina in Saudi Arabia, and the widening the Panama Canal, just to name of a few. Although Spain's infrastructure projects are scattered almost all over the world, but its impact in Asia it's very limited. Especially Spanish construction companies are eager to have more projects in Central Asia. So now the Belt and Road is indeed a great opportunity for Spanish enterprises to expand their business horizon in the world's biggest market in Asia. Plus, Spain, is that willing to share with some of the resources with China, the Americas, Europe, and North Africa. Therefore, cooperating with China's construction and engineering enterprises is certainly an only way, or should I say a more effective way, to getting to the forefront of the Belt and Road infrastructure projects that are already in the pipeline. And during the recent visit of Spain's Deputy Prime Minister to China, President Xi Jinping said China was ready to work with Spain to advance the cooperation in trade and investment and people-to-people exchanges. Spain is, of course, one of the founding members of AIIB, which now has 70 members and has already loaned more than $5 billion to projects related to the Belt and Road. Speaking of which, let me give you one of the examples of how it has already been benefiting Spain. Is the world's longest railway, which runs from the eastern Chinese city of Yiwu all the way to the Spanish capital Madrid, and this 13,000-kilometer train line runs across 7 countries and has already facilitated more than 80 journeys, each of which takes about 21 days to complete. In terms of the time, is actually less than 25 days, and the cost is cheaper, a fifth of what they would be by air and sea, and that will connects China with some of the EU's key commercial and financial areas, such as Hamburg in Germany, Lyon in France, and of course Madrid in Spain. And there's no doubt that this expensive line has thrilled some of the enterprises in Europe involved in high-end products such as electronics and fashion products, and of course Spanish winemakers as well.